the next stage we're at. We're at 2021, right? And a lot of people know about sort of agendas that are happening in 21, and they also think about agendas that might be happening in 2030. And, these are the sort of things that all play into the fabric of society and where we are going to, and how can you see their steps, how can we see what they're doing, and how can we prepare for our own personal lives. So yeah, looking at the propaganda out there, it is very, very, thick in the current market. Got a few little notes here. I think I've covered on a lot. I've covered off on a lot of them here today. How did Birchfeed come about? It was just, as I said beforehand, I was reading these articles, I was sharing with my mates, they got a lot of value in it. I'd send it to other mates and be like, wow, that's cool. It's just one streamlined place. And I share that with everybody out there as I see it. It's uncensored. We're going to the internet now. You make a post on YouTube, you make a post on Facebook, you make a post on any of your social media channels out there. You'll be censored. You'll be thrown into Facebook jail for a week or two, and you will, not be able to have freedom of speech. I decided way before we saw censorship out there, I knew we were going to see censorship. Now we've got these fact checkers and all that sort of stuff. I could see this being something that would occur, and I thought, well, way before we see this happen, let's put it all into one little place. And that's why I put in the Telegram. It's a Telegram channel. It's Birchfeed. You can go get it from birchfeed.com. Get access to it. So just go to the website and become a part of the community where you can, see things that are uncensored. I don't need to watch out what I say in there. I don't have to watch out and be careful of someone banning me in there because no one can ban it for me. So, looking at how it has changed. It started off with like 10 people in there, 20 people in there. I think when we launched it, it had about 100 people came into it. And over the course of the last 2 years, we're up to about 1,500. It is a very closed loop community, which, if you want to get it. If you don't do it. I do put a little disclaimer on there. I do send messages out and do send tweets out any time of the day, whether it be midnight, whether it be 2 o'clock in the morning, whether it be 5 o'clock in the morning. So just beware. Sometimes you'll get random messages at different times. They say ignorance is not bliss. I think it was Martin Luther King that said nothing in the world is more dangerous than sincere ignorance and consciousness stupidity. So, at this point in time, we've got so many things that were being censored. We're getting the veil that's pulled over our face, and it's very, very scary times for a lot of people. And being prepared, arming yourself. Imagine going into a fight or going into a war and not knowing your component. At least having an understanding of what your enemy is, who your enemy is, and how to protect yourself, how to combat yourself, and how to be able to survive and become a better person out the other side. And that's not trying to sound all doom and gloom, doomsayer, or conspiracy theorist, or having a tinfoil hat. It's being alert. It's about being conscious. It's being aware to the surroundings and the things that are coming at us, so we can, protect ourselves and live life on our terms. So, looking at, I say it's history before it happens, but those that can't learn from history are doomed to be, to repeat it. So, with it. You will never see the truth coming out in the media. I will tell you that. I've been in the media. I've had a lot of time and exposure in the media. You will see their agenda. You will not see someone out there and be allowed to be on the TV and say the economy is not well because of what the central banks are doing. You will not see someone out there saying it's because of certain interests and certain powers of people that are controlling us, right? That has caused it. You will see, for example, you would see Nathan on TV, and I would be there 5 years ago saying, hey guys and girls, I've just bought this property, I paid this amount of money for it, this is what it's worth, whatever. They package me up and make me look like the dumb guy from Western Sydney that has got the ability to buy a couple of properties, and if I can do it, so can you. They'll make me look good, they'll make me look bad, they'll make the baby boomer look bad, the greedy person that worked 40 years of their life, that bought a house, and now they can't, that's all they can afford, that's what they've got, it's retirement, and then someone is set out to attack them. They're doing it to divide and conquer. It doesn't matter if it's to do with religion, whether it's to do from a spirituality perspective, whether it's to do with a colour of your skin perspective. They will try to divide and conquer, humanity. So you need to look at it and question as to who the agenda is. For me, I'll tell you straight out, it's the central banks. The only reason why we've got growth in our property market, the only reason why we've got growth in any markets is because they keep printing money. People think the government works for them. The government is middle management, right? And there's a lot more superpowers way above government. If you think government is the top of the food chain, you're going to be trapped in that food chain, and they're the ones that are controlling you. But the system is far greater, deeper, and more uglier than what most people would ever believe in, and it's trying to see those sort of things that are there and bring it to life. So looking at what Birchfeed does, we're there to show you news articles and alternative media outlets to sort of look at, analyze, and dissect what is happening in our world today, and what to expect and what to plan for and how to protect yourself moving forward. I have never been more excited than the world that I see in front of me. The question I ask for everybody else is, are you excited? If you're not, why aren't you excited? And what is it that's keeping you? It's fear, uncertainty, and doubt, and what is suppressing you from that? And if you're fearful about something, then you're being controlled from your oppressor. So keep that in mind. I'm just going to leave it at that, because that's the most important part of it, right? If you're fearful of the world that you're living in, you need to think about what you're fearful of, because that is what has control over you. That's what's suppressing you, and you need to overcome that. So hopefully Birchfeed may be able to help you with some of that knowledge and be able to point you into the right direction to be able to have more knowledge on and more questionable about the world that we're living in, that we're trapped in. It is ugly out there. I feel so bad by the fact that people have been lied to, controlled, and are being pressured in the certain ways that they are being pressured today. So that's why I wanted to make Birchfeed free. It used to be $1 a day. I thought, cool, everyone can pay $1, don't be a cheap ass, spend $1 for it, but it is free. I just made it free because I'm like, so many people need to get access to this information, and the more that I put out there that's good stuff and people can benefit from, then people will want to be a part of that community, and we'll learn and grow together. So I'm just going to leave it at that.